Om 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 Sahanavavatu. May we both be protected. Sahanao Bhunaktu. May these sessions give joy to both of us. Sahaviryam Karavavahai. May we put both our due efforts sincerely. Tejasvinavadhetamastu. Whatever we do the adhitam adhyanam in the next 15-20 minutes, may it make both of us tejasvi. Ma vidvishavahai. May we not disintegrate with any of the ill feeling or hatred to each other. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwarah Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Om Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Om Shri Vyasa Sharanam Mama. Om Shri Geeta Sharanam Mama. Om Shri Sadguru Sharanam Mama. Salutations. Welcome again to all the wonderful youngsters. Cherishing another day to be with you. Such a wonderful, bubbling youngsters of the nation and the world. Today also some thoughts we'll try to learn on the basis of Bhagavad Gita and see if they can help us in inspiring us and empowering us to make our lives more glorious for ourselves and the world at large. The first thought today is ki, yes, surely, certainly, you, the youth of today, are going through more tough and difficult situations than ever before because of so much of difficulties at every step and aspect and the competitions. In the earlier days, there were only 4 or 5 subjects to study, one or two languages and one or two science. Now you have 20 subjects to study right from your 7th, 8th classes itself. Those days, the schools were very close to the house, just near. Nowadays, you have to go out of your parents' place and study in the hostels, or you have to catch buses and travel. Those days, competitions were less. Nowadays, it is so much. It is that way. If we see, and also those days, the distractions were less. Today, the distractions are more. So the distractions are more. The competitions are more. The opportunities are less and difficulties at every step you as a youth definitely are going through than the past. But please at the same time remember, you as a youth of today also have more conveniences, comforts than that of the past also. In every many aspects, the comforts of the classroom which you have now, they never had. वो तो जमीन पर बैठकर पढ़ते थे. Is it not the amenities, facilities of the internet, cell phones, etc., which you have, we never had in our childhood? The conveniences which you have today, they were not there earlier. Whether you call it as food or clothing, the other things, more and more we have today than the past. The technologies and the variety of the conveniences which we have, those people never had it. The purchasing capacities are more today. Is it not? The scientific discoveries, gadgets are so many. Whether you use it for distraction or construction, that is your choice. So, therefore, and the variety of abilities today's youngsters have, they don't have those days. Language is also very difficult for them. अब आप देखो, so many languages, not only of computers, but the English, etc. Everything. So means what? Key, though we feel that tough are the situations, but understand that the conveniences also are more to us. Comforts also are more to us. Therefore, drop that those negative, demoralizing thoughts and always be optimistic and positive. Three words remember: never give up, never yield, and never succumb. Never give up the goal chosen, never yield to the temptations, distractions, never succumb by not following your goal. Succumb to any of the difficult situations that come. In this way, make use of what is available in a best manner for reaching out to your own goals. Take it as challenge. And why can't you do? You can. Today's youth is more capable, more intelligent than ever before. Therefore, the sky is not the limits. If you can understand and do your best. This is the thought one today. We just want to discuss. Second point is what? What is there in Gita? Like yesterday we talked about Mama Dharma. Today we talk about Gita is talks about yoga. Okay? Every chapter of Gita, 18 chapters, each of them are named as yoga, yoga, yoga. In the original Mahabharata, it's not so, but our Madhusudana Saraswati, somebody, they have made it every chapter yoga, yoga, yoga. So Arjuna Vishada, yoga, chapter 1, Sankhya, yoga, second one, Karma, yoga, third one, Jnana Karma Sannyasa, yoga, fourth chapter. Like physics, chemistry, में आप एक sound, light, electromagnetism, you have the names for every chapter. So to mathematics, algebras, trigonometries, the calculus, whatever. In physics, chemistry also, biology also, you have different titles. So to every chapter is different. But yoga, sab common hai. Fourth one is Jnana Karma Sannyasa Yoga. Fifth is Karma Sannyasa Yoga. Sixth is Atma Samyama Yoga. Seventh is Jnana Vijnana Yoga. From the name of the chapter itself, you can know the content of it. Eighth one is Akshara Brahma Yoga. Ninth one is Raja Vidya Raja Guhya Yoga. I'm not telling you the Gita from the spiritual standpoint, from our own success standpoint only, we are discussing what is useful for us, the youth. The 10th chapter is Vibhuti Yoga, the 11th is Vishwarupa Darshana Yoga, 12th is called Bhakti Yoga, 13th is Kshetrajna Vibhaga Yoga, 14th is called Gunatraya Vibhaga Yoga, 15th is called Purushottama Prapti Yoga, 16th is Daivasura Sampad Vibhaga Yoga, 17th Shraddhatraya Vibhaga Yoga, 18th is Moksha Sannyasa Yoga. So every chapter is Yoga, Yoga. Yoga means unison. And what we want in our life are only two. One is success, second is happiness. So the yoga means giving us happiness by giving us success in the chosen positive higher endeavor. So the Gita teaches us the art of success, the secret of success, so that we can be happy in our life and spread that happiness to everyone by sharing that success. That is why the whole purpose of this yoga, 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 pura Gita. And our life also should be the yoga only, the saga of success and being happy and sharing with others. There can be no justification in life for us to be failures. Of course, what are the goals we have chosen? Are they constructive or destructive? Are they useful or useless? We have to have intelligence, please, right from the beginning. और ऐसे गोल चुना जिसका चूना लगवाना पड़ेगा तो फिर वो हमारी बेवकूफ़ी है. We can't afford to be that. So what Gita is teaching Swamiji, can you tell in one word? Means it is teaching us yoga. You have very many understandings about yoga as you know, you are listening. They are the yoga asanas at the physical level. They are very good. They are all learned from the animals only. And many of the asanas are named only on the animal. The Vrustikasana, then Sharavasana, Bhujangasana. They are all animal. Oh, कैसे fit है? जैसे हमको भी fit होना है. So we learn from them. So asanas are also the yoga for bodily health. And there is a higher yoga said in our Patanjali Yoga Sutra, Chitta Vritti Nirodha. That is the control of the mind itself is a great yoga. These are all various definitions, other contexts. When you are more close and serious to learn, we'll teach all that. But in our language, for us, yoga means success in all beautiful endeavors we have taken up. There should never be we yoga or the failure in our life. Academically, in your profession, in your own maintaining the bank balance, and such a beautiful social life of so many of wonderful friends, you're a member of so many healthy organizations, and you enter into your own, family life, wife or children. हर जगह हमको योग ही होना है, success and happiness, not the viyoga or dukkha. Thus, as I was saying yesterday, when you look back after a certain old age, everywhere was yoga, yoga, yoga. Geeta teaches all these techniques, and we are going to read daily study. It may take 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, or I don't know कितने टॉपिक्स भगवान देंगे हम पढ़ते ही जाएंगे हो गया now today's topic after this little two thoughts of introduction is what we learn from Arjuna. It is an endless thing, but what are opt for us basing on Gita we are trying to talk. From Dhritarashtra what to learn we saw yesterday. From Duryodhana, what to learn, we have learned yesterday. From Dhritarashtra, what was that? The extreme blindness as well as the extreme, what do you say, the laziness of. Akal ke bhi andha and too much of attachment to his son. That was the negativities. So too from Duryodhana, extreme selfishness and arrogance. Should not be there. Don't learn them. In Arjuna also, along with all his beautiful positive qualities, because of which was chosen by the Lord, he also had a few non positive things, because of which the greatest opportunity of fulfilling his life's mission of defeating Duryodhana Adi and earning his kingdom back, he was almost going to lose. Luckily, Bhagavan Krishna, through his teachings, removed these negativities from Arjuna. Therefore, Arjuna could become so efficient enough to succeed in his endeavor. Four are the things we are going to see today, according to chapter 1 of Gita, which were the non positive qualities which were becoming a hindrance to for the expression of Arjuna's all abilities, all his inspirations to succeed in life. Same is the case of all of us also. Okay, the four Durgunas Arjuna had. Not permanently, but they just came at that time. First thing is what? The arrogance of success Arjuna had. Because whichever the wars Arjuna fought before, in all of them he was successful. He was there with Indra, there also he was successful. He had fighting with who are Bhagavan Shiva, then from him he got the Pashvatastra. He has defeated all the Gandharvas. He has defeated all the kings at the time of Rajasuya Yaga. You understand? Then he had that arrogance of success. And anyone who is arrogant because of success, they commit mistakes in life. Like a newly learning driver. 1 kilometer distance only will stop the vehicle. But the fellow is driving from 20 years, so arrogant, one mistake he does of a one moment, that is enough for the accident. In all the sports also you can see, those are very arrogant of the success. They come with such a high-headedness. Small little mistakes they commit. They take things for granted. They lose the thing. Why India could not go even into semis in the Asia Cup. Cricket mein dekho to. And yesterday we lost to Australia. Though 208 was the score, we could not defend it. Soch lo, in any of the sports anywhere in the life. So Arjuna had that arrogance of success. That is why he said, take my king, my Ratha in between both the armies. I want to see who have come to fight with me. Who is the one who defeated so many people earlier. That was the arrogance with which Arjuna came. He says to Krishna, that is how the Arjuna Krishna Samvada discussion starts. Atha vyavasthitan društva dhartarashtraन् kapidvajah pravrutte shastra sampate danho udyamya pandava hrishikesham tada vakyam idamaha mahipate सेनयोः उभयोर्मध्ये रथं स्थापय मे अच्युता कैः मया सह योद्धव्यम् अस्मिन् रणसमुद्यमे. I'm chanting these shlokas from Geeta. You keep a goal of learning important shlokas of Geeta for your ready reckoner and reference to get the inspiration whenever you want. I will keep on telling you which are the ones, because we are going to be together for next 6 months or 5 months. ये तो आपके बढ़िया सा treasure रहेगा. The loving youngsters, you can help yourself by taking the help of Geeta. तो कैः मया सह योद्धव्यम् अस्मिन् रणसमुद्यमे. Who are the ones who have come to fight with me? I want to look at them. And with my eyes only, half of them I want to frighten, threaten, and make them run away. Arjuna had always this arrogance. Arjunoham Gandivam yasya vaidhanuho. I am Arjuna in whose hands this Gandiva is there, which never had the defeat. All was good. He was truly successful. He worked hard. But how can that success of yours create an arrogance that you take things for granted? Is it not America? So successful, arrogance, no other countries are slowly overpowering them. You can see in the political world, in the economical world, everywhere. The more successful we are, please remember, the more careful we have to be, not arrogant. Okay, succeed, offer the success to all, aim more and more aims or goals, keep on working toward them. कभी भी सक्सेस को है ना सर के ऊपर नहीं चढ़ना चाहिए. कैर मया सह योद्धव्यम, हु हैव देम, कौन आया माइकल लाल मेरे से लड़ने के लिए, that type of language. That makes us inadvertent. Then we commit mistakes. Okay, this is the first mistake of Arjuna. Second is what? The fear of failures. As I told you, with so many people he fought and won the war, but not with Bhishma and Drona. There is always fear in him, because of which what happened to him? Though he gives an excuse that seeing all my people, I am losing all my capacity, but more than that, he was frightened seeing huge army, 11 Akshodis were there, more powerful were there the other side. The fear of failure, seeing the problem or the challenge to be bigger one, will not allow us to express whatever the qualities we have. That's why in all the sports, the teams which are very lower level, they have nothing to lose or gain. Therefore, they have no fear of failure. Therefore, lavishly they do batting, bowling, fielding. Suddenly, they upset the bigger teams also. Have you not seen? And the higher teams, they are like India, always in a guilty feeling of a fear of failure feeling mein hota hai. Therefore, they do small little mistakes and lose winnable matches. Is it not? In the Legends match the other day, Australia and Bangladesh, 1 over 24 runs they gave, 24, and they lost it. So keep in mind, fear of failure should never weaken us. Whether failure comes or not, God knows, but we have the capacities. The challenge is in front of us. We work for it. Arjuna says, Siddhanti mamagatrani mukham cha parishushati. These are all the slokas I am quoting to you from Geeta. I am talking to you all this from the Geeta only. You take the book, you can see the slokas which I am chanting. From that only I am saying. Earlier sloka, what I said to express Arjuna's arrogance was the sloka number 22, chapter 1. This one is sloka number 29, chapter 1. Says, Hey Krishna, Siddhanti mamagatrani, all my faculties are becoming weak. Then mukham cha parishushati, mouth is getting parched. Vyapatusya sharire me, the body is shaking and getting heated up. Roma harshasya jayate, there is horripilations. Gandivam sramsate hastad, the weapon, the Gandiva, with which I was so arrogant every time defeating others, is slipping away from the hands. त्वच्चैव परिदह्यते, शरीर में भी दहन जलन हो रहा है, न च शक्नोमि अवस्थातुम, आई एम नॉट एबल टू स्टैंड, भ्रमतीव च मे मनः, माय माइंड इज गोइंग ऑन राउंड एंड राउंड राउंड, आई थिंक आई कांट फाइट द war. You know how many of the youngsters, though they have the talents inside, but when the challenge or situation they face, thinking about the problem or the fear of failure, they get shaken up, they get dried up, parched, and whatever the ability they have, that also they don't use, definitely they fail. क्वेश्चन पेपर को देखते ही डरना, इंटरव्यू करने वालों को देखते ही डरना, और ज्वाइन द वर्क 2-3 days, he has done the work, it is appearing to be so much, मेरे से नहीं होगा, मैं नहीं कर सकता हूं. If this is the attitude, we can never succeed in life. Please remember, success is not in succeeding. Success is only in putting the efforts with all our capacities and keeping on increasing those capacities, so that the bigger than the bigger challenges also become smaller. If you have always the fear of failure, कि क्या होगा करके, तो then you can never put the efforts in life. Never ever success failure should be in our mind. Goal is understood, the means are understood, resources are gathered, planning is done, execution we are doing. Let the God see whether success or not. I am not worried. So Arjuna had this fear of failure. Therefore, he wanted to run away. That is written there. Siddhanti mamagatrani mukam cha parishishyati ityadi. Two mistakes of Arjuna. So learn from that. Let the success give us humbleness. Let the challenge give us inspiration, not the fear of failure. तो क्या? Every failure can be a stepping stone to success. Never ever have the fear of failure. Many of them commit suicide, do all the things, give up the things. मेरे से नहीं होगा, मैं नहीं कर सकता हूँ, जिंदगी से I can't do Allah, please remove that. Replace it, but I will try my best. Right from your age of the youth, if you do, throughout life, you are a person of the efforts. Arey yaar, when a person puts the effort, how can the success allure him? Success and effort are the directly proportional things, no? Then the fear of failure doesn't allow us to put the effort. Definitely we fail. And देखा मैंने कहा ना मैं फेल हो जाऊंगा. अरे यार मेहनत तो कर, कोशिश तो कर. Now tell me, which is a great person in any of the fields, including Avatar of the Lord? All the scientists or all the great, did they succeed without effort? If they all had the fear of failure, if the Wright brothers had the fear of failure, they would have never tried to discover the aircraft. In fact, in their first attempt, I heard one of them died only. डर है तो आगे नहीं बढ़ेगा. Fear of failure. You know, the rockets are launched nowadays, submarines are created, and the parachute, the jumpings from the sky. अरे डर है हारने का, तो हम कभी भी मेहनत नहीं कर सकते. See to it that this negative. Geeta removes all these things and makes us so perfect. Now imagine if Arjuna carried these all negative things and never fought the war. As I was saying, you would have, was he able to be successful? Not for himself, not to the society, not for the dharma, not for the Lord. हर जगह से वो फेल्यूर हो जाता था, बट गीता ने उनको रक्षा किया. Not that Lord taught Geeta to Arjuna. No, Arjuna learned Geeta and practiced. Gita is given to Dhritarashtra also. Gita knowledge is available for all of us. But are we listening? Are we getting inspired from it? Are we using it or not? Is a question which we are going to study. The gems of Gita, the jewels of Gita, the diamonds of the Gita. Every day we are going to see one after another. First, in these 2, 3, 4 days, we are just seeing the problems and eliminating them. And slowly we are finding the inspirational thoughts to succeed. So, arrogance of success, fear of failure. Third one is what? Extreme hatred Arjuna had towards the Duryodhana Adi. Dekho, they are always bad. Whenever the people around are bad, you have always the right to protect yourself from them. For that, whatever is required, you do. But we should not have any of the thought of hatred towards them, which burns our own mind, which spoils our own peace of mind. He said that again in the same 23rd shloka, when he says to Krishna, take my chariot in between, he says this only, I also want to see who are the ones who came to help this Dushta Duryodhana Adi. योत्स्यमानान् अवेक्षेऽहं य एतेऽत्र समागताः धार्तराष्ट्रस्य दुर्बुद्धेः युद्धे प्रियचिकीर्षवः. Those who have come to do the preeti to Duryodhanadi, who are such a bad fellows, I want to see. Please see the world, observe the world. Be careful about everybody around. If people are non-positive or negative, keep yourself away from them, protect from them, but never carry the hatred or the vengeance in your heart. Because wherever you go, your mind is with you, and that mind is the only instrument for success. This we are going to study in Gita. And that is being spoiled, that is being made ineffective because mind is filled with hatred. Bhagavan teaches Arjuna all these techniques of how to assess the people and protect yourself, yet don't compromise with your work to be done to succeed. So he had hatred for Duryodhana. Now, other side he has got extreme attachment again for Bhishma Drona. Pujaro Arisudana. Guru Nahatvahi Mahanubavan Sreyo Bhoktum Vaikshamapi Haloke Hatvarda Kamanstu Guru Nihaiva Bhunji Amogan Rudra Pradigdha. Now remember, Bhishmacharya is the one, after the death of the Pandu, is the one who brought up Pandavas with so much of love. Definitely, you should have love, respect, reverence, gratitude for Bhishmacharya. No doubt at all. Equally great was Dronacharya, that he taught the Vidya, especially to Arjuna, such an importance he gave. Therefore, you must have the gratefulness, the respect, reverence for the Drona. That is true, but what is the context now? Context is of Yuddha. They are in the enemy array, they are standing. They also know that you are Arjuna, they also love you. But did they get attached to you and say that I will run away from the war? But you are doing that. तो बड़ों का बड़प्पन सब जो हमको मदद करते हैं उनको ले लो. You reciprocate to them, you respect, revere them, but not allow it to become an attachment where when such a big project is there in front of you, that attachment is becoming cause of your non-performance there. Here the situation is different. You are there standing for dharma. You are there expected by so many people to fight out the negative people or negativity and establish goodness. This challenge is any day nobler. और वो करने के समय भीष्म द्रोण कोई भी बीच में आ जावे, you should have the guts to fight them out, not that becoming weaker because of your attachments. Now you and I also देखो in our own mind, how many objects or the indulgences or the things or the people we are attached to, then with such a corrupted mind, do you think you will love your goal? Do you think you will be inspired to achieve that goal? Do you think your intellect will work to plan out properly? Do you think you can gather your resources and work? Do you think you will get an achievement or success? अरे योग या सक्सेस मिलेगा नहीं हमको, जिंदगी भर हम रोगी ही रहेंगे. How many things we are attached to, how many beings we are attached to, undeserving. And instead of having respect, reverence, parents, unko tam chhod dete hain, and you fall in this and that trap, and 24 hours in the mind, all the nonsense thinking toward the people. How can you succeed? ऐसा बंदा जिसका मन बुद्धि शक्तियां खोखले हो गए हैं because of all these reasons, he can never be effective. From the up above, the Lord and the totality are watching. This fellow attached to so many things and beings is ineffective. Don't expect from him any glorious thing to happen. Is it not? So, in our heart, if you look into so many attachments we have, therefore, all the heroisms are nullified because of that. So many of the fears are also there in us. Therefore, also the existing abilities, we are not able to use them, nor the newer ones we are getting. And so too, like Arjuna, the arrogance of success, the fear of failure, then the hatred. So, हमारा मन में we also have, some people have troubled us and we have hatred towards them. Never carry the load of hatred. क्षमा कर दो बस उनको. Finally क्या है? we have to protect our own personality. We have to gather our own resources. We must aim at our goal, social, secular, individual, total, and work on towards that and be an achiever all the time. Bhagavad Gita has helped Arjuna to come out of all these negativities. Luckily, Arjuna heard with all patience, with all love, with all respect and reverence. And when Gita was taught by Krishna to Arjuna, beneficiary is not Krishna, it is Arjuna. So too, if you and I refer to our great literature and from that learn all the thoughts or knowledges for our own inspiration and empowerment and use them, we are the first beneficiaries in succeeding. Now, do you want the life of joy of success or the life of misery of failure? You decide. Choice is yours. We are only the onlookers. We, as the elders, only watch from distance. Give you all the permissions, give you all the, what do you say, the abilities. We equip you with everything. No, it is your life. Every of you, the youngsters, be aware of these non positive weaknesses, come out of them, make a life a beautiful garland of successes in every endeavor. Yeah, this is what the thought today. Tomorrow we'll take up another from chapter 1 only, maybe 2 or 3 more. Then we enter into second chapter. In second chapter, in that 78, 72 verses, there are 72 secrets of success. इन दैट वे पूरा गीता में 1000 विषय आपको मिलेंगे. एंड आई एम नॉट टॉकिंग स्पिरिचुअलिटी, आई एम नॉट टॉकिंग टू सब छोड़ देना, संन्यास लेना, ध्यान करना, परमात्मा को पाना. अरे दे आर ऑल फॉर द हायर पीपल हु हैव सक्सीडेड एवरीवेयर इन द वर्ल्ड एंड गेव अप ऑल दैट आफ्टर सक्सीडिंग. नॉट स्पिरिचुअलिटी इज नॉट फॉर ए वीकलिंग, फॉर ए फेलियर पर्सन. यार कुछ हो ही नहीं रहा है, चल बाबा जी के यहाँ जाएंगे, चल जाके आश्रम में. It is not. It is for the whole people. It is for the people who have succeeded in the world and kicked the world. For them is spirituality, not for an escapist. तो वो बातें तो हम बाद में देखेंगे. When you succeed in the world, you are welcome to spirituality. There we teach you what Gita talks ultimately at the higher level. Right now, you the youngsters, develop that love and respect for your life, for your goal, and develop love and respect for the great, scriptures like Gita, and get empowered. That's what is our request to you, and we have full faith in every one of you. Thank you. Wish you all the best, the wonderful youngsters. God bless all. Tomorrow with another topic we meet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.